In this video, Crucible Capital General Partner Melton Demiris discusses the varied motivations behind Bitcoin investments and highlights Bitcoin's evolution into a widely accepted investment choice rather than a contrarian one.
Strategy and buy Bitcoin directly and get 2-for-1 and control your keys. You could ask the same thing about a lot of these other Bitcoin related products, couldn't you?
Well, look, I think at the end of the day, Shonali, what Jason is not taking into account here is not all investors are the same. There are many different types of investors. Let's not forget MicroStrategy, right? Last week traded almost as much volume on their options and spot book as the entire UK stock market, more than the Mag 7, right? MicroStrategy has a very deep options book. And until the launch of the spot Bitcoin short that recently, the ETF short that was recently launched, there was really no good way to trade options around Bitcoin. People like levered strategies as well. MicroStrategy, right, is a levered play on Bitcoin. So for institutional investors who maybe don't want to buy an ETF or don't have a mandate to buy an ETF, buying MicroStrategy, having deep options book on MicroStrategy is really valuable. We have to remember that not all crypto buyers are the same. And with more and more institutional investors coming in, we're going to see different types of products and different types of investing strategies that cater to different investment mandates. And I'll just add, Schwab was very anti-Bitcoin. The CEO recently came out and said he feels silly for not buying Bitcoin. So Schwab's getting into the crypto game. And I'm keeping my eye on Vanguard. They're the second largest asset manager in the US. I'm really curious to see how they're going to enter the crypto game.
Yeah, I actually did that interview with Schwab CEO Rick Wurster last week out there in San Francisco at Schwab Impact, where he told us that. He still said, though, Meltem, he is not going to buy Bitcoin at this point. It's not the type of investment that he would actually put in his own portfolio. So what do you make of that?
It doesn't matter. He has a job, right? As an asset manager, as someone who runs financial services firm, you create products and services that cater to what your customers want. 28% of American adults own Bitcoin. That's a huge number. If they're begging you for a crypto product, if they're trading on every platform but yours, your fiduciary responsibility as an executive is to offer the products your customers want. So while I respect what he does in his PA, if you're an executive, right, your job is not to sell your PA, your job is to serve your customers. And I just think we're at a point, Bitcoin is not contrarian. Bitcoin is consensus. When I first started coming on this show, it was a career risk to be in Bitcoin. I've been doing it for a decade. It was a risk. Now I think it's a risk to not offer Bitcoin on your platform and to not hold Bitcoin in your portfolio as an allocator.